Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. Chris Fitzsimon, what do you wish you had said on last week's show, but you didn't?
Well, we talked about the General Assembly in session doing a lot of things. We didn't have time to say that while this was happening, the House Republicans met and voted to renominate House Speaker Tim Moore for another 2 years as Speaker, which, of course, the full House will decide when they reconvene in 2019. But as I've mentioned on the show before, I think it's really interesting that the Speaker is still, his activities are still being investigated by the State Bureau of Investigation and, thanks to a WBTV report, federal investigators. There's also questions about his getting his former girlfriend or fiancée a job. There was a lot of controversy swirling around him, and I continue to be startled that I guess it's just the political climate we're in, but 10 years ago, 20 years ago, those investigations, the status of them, what's happening up day to day, would have riveted Raleigh. And now it's almost as if it's forgotten. I noted the stories that mentioned that he was a selection again of the House Republican caucus, didn't even mention them. The SBI and federal officials are looking into the activities of the sitting North Carolina Speaker of the House. That's a fact. And I find it startling that that's not a bigger story that we're all thinking about and wondering what's happening. Maybe nothing's wrong. Maybe they'll completely exonerate him. But it's a pretty interesting day that is happening and nobody's talking about it.
I remember some years ago when the Speaker was under investigation. Absolutely. And it was almost daily, almost hourly.
Absolutely. And there was a full-time reporter covering nothing but that. And I think that part of that might be the media. But I think part of it is so much else is happening. But I just found that was interesting while the Speaker was renominated by his caucus. That wasn't part of any stories.
It is more and more difficult to try to keep up. And in defense, most of the news organizations have smaller workforces,
Right.
smaller numbers of reporters than they did back then, too. But keep us posted on this. Well, thanks for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.